Hey everyone.
Hey.
Who do we have anyone here? Log in if you're watching. Let us be able to hear what you're saying. How you doing, Joe?
I'm hanging in. How about you?
I'm good. We just recorded a really good episode for Friday, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't kill each other, talk politics.
We did. It touched on it a little bit.
A little bit.
When you hear it, when you listen to it, when you listen to the podcast, make sure you give us feedback. If you want us to get into anything that we talked about, if you were like, well, you started to touch on this and then you kind of backed off, you did that. You know, we're still new at this. I'm still new at this. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have. But if you want us to go into, in depth on something, let us know because we will do that. We just kind of touched on some stuff. We didn't. I think I'm shaking the table. So
maybe.
So let us know. That's what this is all about. We want to be able to connect with people that are listening and fans of the show, I guess. So we want to be able to chit chat and talk about what you guys want us to, right?
Yeah, I think that's good. Just please do not ask us to talk about The Princess Bride. So I learned that the hard way this week. Just don't ask that.
Or you could ask to talk about it, and he's going to have to defend why he doesn't like it.
How great.
But I don't like it either. I'm going to cover my face this way when I
We need to find a way to get like a commentary, do a commentary on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that against the law?
No. I'm actually doing one in a few weeks on God's Not Dead, I think.
Okay. We could. How about this? Is this against the law? Where we do our own DVD of the movie?
We just act out the scenes.
Yeah, and then we do our own, critique of it and stuff on the DVD, menu settings.
I think if we acted it out, it would be better than the original movie.
So, for sure.
So
tons of movies we could. Just the two of us, we could act out so many movies. Back to the Future, just the two of us.
Yeah, you've got. Let's see if we can show this. You got Back to the Future on the wall there. Goonies. It's like my childhood. I think you got Star Wars around here and everything.
Yeah. In fact, oh
wow. Okay, he's like aiming right at me.
Yeah, he's going right for you. So yeah.
So now you saw Dunkirk recently. You were saying
I did see Dunkirk. I'm going to slide in because I want to see my ugly face in here. I did see Dunkirk. Again, I'm not the go-to movie expert. You are. So I went to see the movie at 11:20 in the morning on a Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, and I started to do something. And the next time I looked at my clock, the movie was supposed to be at 11:20. At like 10:30, I started doing something. The next time I looked at my clock, it was 11:30. So I was 10 minutes late to the movie. But I think with previews and everything, I think I only missed maybe a couple of minutes. But I loved it. I mean, again, you're the guy who's like, so-and-so in the year of our Lord, blah, 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 made the movie. I don't do that. I just know I liked it.
Well, in the year of our Lord, Christopher Nolan, nope, that sounded really heretical there. In the year of our Lord, 2017, Christopher Nolan made that movie. And it is one of my favorites this year.
Didn't he also make Avatar?
No, that's James Cameron.
No, I'm just joking. Okay. I knew that.
I was going to say, I'd be very
Avatar was horrible, too.
Avatar is one that I saw in theaters, loved it in theaters. Loved the 3D and the IMAX and everything. I have never had a desire to watch it again.
Well, I bought into it because everyone was like, this is the greatest movie of all time, or before it came out. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the greatest movie of all time. James Cameron has been working on this forever. You got to see it in the movie theater. I went and saw it in the movie theater, and I was like, well, this is garbage. It was supposed to be like the next Star Wars, and I was just like, I don't know about that. And
well, it's Dances with Wolves is the story. In space, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, it's very derivative. It's every fantasy movie sci-fi movie that's ever been made. So I did watch Fury this weekend, though, at your recommendation. Liked it. Liked it a lot. Mm-hmm. Brad Pitt's really good in that, and Shia LaBeouf.
There you go.
But it was John Bernthal, who kind of the crazy guy.
Oh yeah.
I loved him in it. He was really good.
Yeah. What else is it?
He was in Walking Dead.
Yes.
First two seasons.
Why didn't I get that? Like, every time I've seen that movie like 8 times, and I'm always like, where do I know this guy from? Yeah, he was in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I liked him in it a lot. We did not watch Captain Ron. You had let me that. I asked my wife. She said, quote, we are not watching Captain Ron.
Yeah, but you know what? If your wife would have watched it,
she would have loved
been
it.
like, you know what? I forgot how good this movie was.
Yeah, no. What else did I see? I saw a lot recently. War for the Planet of the Apes. Have you seen that?
No, I hear it's good. I like the other ones. Like I've seen. There's 2 others, right?
Yeah, and they're good.
The first one, James Franco.
Yeah, and the second one, I don't think there's anyone. Gary Oldman.
Okay,
Gary Oldman.
Yeah, so I saw those 2. Mark Wahlberg wasn't in any of these. He was in like some old reboot of it, right?
Yeah, he was in like a Tim Burton one they did a few years ago. It's awful,
that was weird.
Really bad.
Yeah, he went into like an alternate. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end it was like Abraham Lincoln was sitting on the chair or something. Oh,
Yeah. So, but I'm trying to think if I saw any new movies or anything this week that tickled my fancy.
Emoji Movie?
No,
okay.
I heard how horrible that was. My kids went and saw it, and they liked it.
Okay. So my son would probably like it.
So from the kid angle, my kids liked it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I've started watching Ozark.
Okay.
With Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, and that's good. I enjoy that a lot. There's one issue that I have with it, and hopefully she's watching this. My issue with Ozark is not with the show itself. It's with who I watch it with. So my girlfriend Molly, she says we can only watch it together. So I watch a few episodes with her, and then the days that we don't see each other, I can't watch it, and I want to watch it. Like even for tomorrow and Thursday are my days off, so I'm sitting at home all day, and I want to be able to watch a few episodes, and I can't because I said I wouldn't watch them unless she's with me. So that's the only problem I have.
We started doing that with Game of Thrones a few years back, and I fell out of it, and my wife blew through Game of Thrones, and now she's all caught up, and I'm on like season 1.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is good. Like the new season just came out. I'm watching that one again. That is good. I do like that. I do like that show.
Yeah, I liked what I saw. It just was I didn't have time to sit and watch it. And I think she was on maternity leave or something, and she's like, "I watched 7 episodes of Game of Thrones today." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, Game of Thrones is like I kind of feel how like when I read the Bible. You're comparing Game of Thrones to the Bible, just
okay.
Yeah, I am. When I read the Bible, and I'm like, I think I know what's going on here. And then I read like a commentary by somebody, or I listen to a pastor that I like who has the gift and the God-given spiritual gift to tell me what that says, what that actually means, because I take it for face value. Game of Thrones, I'm kind of like that too. Like I watch it and I'm like, the names that there's so many characters they throw out. I don't know who they're talking about. So it's what, season 5 now, something like that.
I think it's like season 7, 6 or 7.
So they're talking about people, and I don't even know who they're talking about unless they're on the screen and I'm seeing what's going on. I have no clue what they're talking about. So in this season, they're talking about the Mad King. I think I remember him from seasons past, maybe. I think he was in the first season. I think that's how this whole ball got rolling. So I don't know, but
I stick to the comedies.
I need someone to like interpret. So this is what I do. This is what I was saying. I got off topic here. With the Bible, I need to read the Bible, and then I need to be taught as to what this is talking about on some of the real deep stuff. With Game of Thrones, what I do is I watch it, and then I go to work the next day, and I have to discuss it with my friends. And then they're like, oh, well, this happened, and this person talked to this person. And then I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. And then I just go and regurgitate that to the next person that asks me.
But you probably sound really smart if they don't know about the show.
I do, because my buddy Dre, he is smart as whip. You see this guy, he's a weightlifter. So he's this huge, like, meathead, and, like, college football, professional football, like, this guy is, like, all about it. I mean, he knows the ins and outs of football. And so he's this big, jock, football-loving, weightlifting dude. And then you bring up, like, movies or TV shows, and he's like you. Like, he knows what actor was in this and this year, and it was produced by this, and then he knows that, like, this person's already signed up to be in this movie for the future, and blah, 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 blah. So he goes through, and he does the whole Game of Thrones thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. So without him, I'd be at a loss.
Well, you got to catch up with Wet Hot American Summer while you're not watching Ozark.
I'll do that.
And Rick and Morty. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
No, and I love Back to the Future. And isn't Rick and Morty kind of like a little...
Yeah, imagine like Back to the Future, but if Doc Brown was Marty's alcoholic grandpa.
Okay.
And
was.
It's a dark show. It's like the darkest thing in the world.
Really?
Like, it just gets bleak and dark, but it's so funny and like brilliant sci-fi.
Because I was... What was I watching? I was watching a documentary called Back in Time.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so I think on that documentary they talk about that show.
I think they do.
And so I was like, I got to start watching it, and I just haven't got around to watching it.
All right. Well, I think we got another episode to record.
Yeah, let's do it.
So thank you all for listening.
See you.